Hey, good afternoon, everybody. NYCfigs here, more affectionately known as Danny Figs, coming to you from New York City on this beautiful summer day. And I'm going to do my annual Summer Solstice video. A day late, but better late than never. We've been hammered by rain here, so I couldn't get to it. And if you happen to see this, that's my microphone. A lot of people tell me I talk low, so check, check, check. Hopefully that's loud enough. But without further ado, I'm going to get right to it. There's a lot to get to here. Things are doing wonderful here in the orchard in New York City, and you'll see that in a minute. But as always, I'll start out in the infirmary over here, and I'm just going to turn around the camera over here. Give me a second. All right. So over here, these are some pawpaw. They're not doing too well here. They're going to be removed. I have a lot more new ones coming in, small seedlings. But there's tons of these, and this is usually where all the sick figs and figs that need a little bit extra care come. And you can see it's quite empty except for these little guys. And these were a rescue. Did about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And the variety comes from Napoli. House was being demolished, and they needed some material right away taken out. So I did my best. And I'll put some pictures up, but the tree was grown, mulched every year, and it got higher and higher and higher, so the mulch was way up off the ground, and the roots were growing inside the mulch, and these were suckers that were coming off the roots. So all of them had some rooting on them, but you could see over here, see if I could zoom in on that right there, you can see these little guys are actually coming to life. There's a leaf right there and over there. So this tray over here, we got about 10. We'll definitely make it out of all of them. I think there's like 54 or so. At least 10 will make it, and we'll make somebody very happy. 80 years in this country, and yeah, he'll have plenty to go around. But yeah, this is the only one that wasn't doing too good, and we're gonna bring this one right back. It's just a hardy Chicago, and that's gonna go right back into the general population. But we're coming up here on the east side. Excuse that mowing in the background. It's another reason why I'm using the microphone here. But you can see right up the east side here, everything's doing great. Everything has figs loaded, just loaded with Breba. And let's see if I can get this shot right over here. Oh, tangled in the fig trees. I'm gonna go right up. Look at that. It's wonderful. I gotta air layer these two guys down, but look at this. Huh? Would you look at that? Look at this. Beautiful. Everything is just loaded here. So I'm not gonna really get to variety names. There's just too much to get to here. But you can see the main crop is the Breba up there with so much main crop developing that I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to do something to fight the birds off big time this year. But we're gonna keep coming up here on the east side. You can see I've been using these snakes, these rubber snakes, and I've been moving them around in the pots. And I tell you what, if you get to it early in the season, and you can see there's another black mamba hanging there. If you get to it early in the season and you start moving these guys around the yard, the birds stay away. Eventually they're going to figure it out. Eventually they just have to come. They see the ripe figs and they're going to come. But it keeps them away for quite a while, I tell you. That's one of the best methods so far that I've used. And yeah, it definitely works. But here's Pop's Purple Red. Look at this thing. I love this tree. This is an original Belclair variety. But see main crop, Breba on it. All over. So my earliest fig here in New York City was June 29th. I was hoping to beat that this year. I may not. A bird could have came down and stole a fig already. Nice. All right, so we'll take a look inside the greenhouse. A couple of things cooking in there, not much. Everything's been doing so good this year, that really hasn't needed a stop off in here. But here's the little pawpaw down here. See that? These suckers got to get potted up later. So I'll get busy on them after I shoot this video. I'll leave that open. All right. Start working our way over here into Central Park. This is just a maple that got too big. It was growing with the strawberries and I couldn't see killing it because it was so big. So my son and I just planted it and it's doing great. So maybe we'll bring it up to the northern orchard. You see there's another black mamba there. Keeping the figs off. Ronde de Bordeaux. Just loaded. Loaded, loaded, loaded. Still early in the year. All these figs are going to ripen. So this is a new addition today. Some of you may be wondering. I'm sorry, this is a new addition this season. So since I had so much loss coming into 2018, so there's a lot of new additions, a lot of young figs in these small pots. And that's my regular A-frame shelf over there, which I took all the 5-gallon pots off the backside, and everything is just in a 2-gallon pot here. So we're back to evaluating, and there's a lot of mature trees around, but yeah, we're definitely in evaluation mode here. You can see all these small pots. There's got to be at least 50 or more small pots, and let's see if we can catch a few names in there. And a few of you that are looking at this video will recognize these. And I want to thank you all very much, whoever helped me out. This was a rescue. And you can see this one right here. I can't believe the only one. On one last cutting, the original tree died. And it was about 10 years old, and yeah, I got it back. And I guess that's the same with a lot of varieties. There's another snake in there. This one also. Violet de Soleil. Beautiful tree. Look at that leaf. Caldenama Rojas, a new addition. G. Yavnail. It's from Israel. And there's Daloso. The original Daloso, my Daloso, the one that produced bicolored fruit. There she is, healthy as ever. Okay, I'm gonna walk to the upper deck here, see what else we got cooking. This is a persimmon tree here, and I don't know if this is the first time ever grown this. This was gifted to me, and it has fruit on it. Okay. Let's see if I can focus that in there. There's a lot of fruit on it, and I guess the fruit kind of hides. The leaves look a little, I don't know, there's something wrong with it, but it's doing a lot better than it was last year. Last year it was on its deathbed, and this is definitely going to be a keeper. Nice looking tree. I think this one here is Gino's, or this one's Gino's. These are just two. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is Gino's right here. Nice. Two prolific fig trees here. I don't think this is a Gino's also. Let's see. Hold that mic. And we'll do the old trick. Yeah, I went through this already. I did not put a tag on this yet. This is the tree from the last video that lost the tag. Have no idea where it went. It's Marseille Black VS. Here's all the vegetables in between that my wife was planting earlier. Everything's looking lovely. And this is the citrus over here in this corner. So the Maya lemon dropped its leaves. I could find Maya lemons a little fickle though, but it's got a lot of fruit on it. So last year was I got a nice crop off this tree. And then golden nugget tangerine and Moro blood orange. And this was supposed to be a 5-in-1 that I got at a fig gathering, and I don't know what it turned out to be. It turned out to be those little oranges, and the name is escaping me right now. I don't remember, but they're pretty good. And here's all the little guys doing great. There's all the stuff from the winter. Winter cuttings. This I got it at Bass's. It's a maple leaf mulberry. Definitely a pretty interesting leaf. See that? Looks like a fig leaf almost. So I'm going to bring that to the northern orchard. Let's see. Coming back down here to the lower deck. There's the Dominic. Thanks, Coop. It's beautiful. Sister Madeline's Green Greek. Doing fantastic. And this is all pawpaw in here. These are all little seedlings. There's going to be a couple hundred more added to those. And these didn't leaf out too well. Those are also pawpaw. That's a banana tree. Japanese banana. I do not expect it to produce fruit, but it was gifted to me, and yeah, it's pretty. It's a nice addition. Let's see. Coming up here, moving through Central Park and uptown, we come to this beauty, a triano from Belclair, and just take a look at this fruit on this tree. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. It's doing beautifully. I love this tree. This was gifted to me last year when I lost everything. And there's another friendly snake in there, keeping watch. Then we come into the back here, uptown. Nero 600M. Of course, always the favorite. And this might be the winner this year for the first fig. We'll see. Got Giant Amber. That's Patrick Supergiant. And Old Brooklyn Italian. Look at that. Fantastic. I think this is Pomona hybrid. And it does put on figs, and I think, if I remember correctly, they all fall off. I don't remember, but we'll see. In any event, it's a beautiful tree. Beautiful leaves. You see still a lot of small ones here. This is another Pomona ice box here. There we go. Coming down the west side. Little Bronx white. And one that has eluded me for so long, but I finally got my hands on. Pow, Sudah Sicilian. Looking good. Don't know if I'll get a fig this year, but that's okay. She's doing very nice. You can see all the 5-gallon pots are gone now, or replaced by 2-gallon pots, so we'll be getting rid of a lot of these this year too. Be trialing a lot of them and dumping whatever it doesn't produce or we don't like. Malta Black, Desert King, everything's doing great. And I thought this was going to be the winner this year. Black Sudah. It seems to have stalled out a little bit. This is an early variety anyway. But there were a few larger figs on here. And let's see. I don't see anything now. They're out there, but nothing looks close. But this usually gives me an early crop anyway. You see this had some damage. And I thought it wasn't going to do good, but also, if I could zoom in there, it's healing up quite well. So I'm just going to leave it. And I already have a few smaller ones going. And maybe we'll dump this one and replace it. But this one's got to be close to 10 years old as well. Another G-Yob nail that this is one of my first grafts. Doing great. That leaf, very interesting. Very interesting. Hope to get some fruit off this. I mean, everything's quite small on it, but we'll see. This was one at a fig gathering. I got this in a charity auction. This is Mario's Love. So I'm gonna have to layer this, but I'm definitely gonna get some fruit off it this year. That's for sure. Last year the birds stole everything off this tree. But hey, like I said, I can get into every single tree here. I'm not going to. Just wanted to show everybody the yard, the orchard, and so you can see how everything's looking. Here's some uptown looking down. And there you go. All right, let me flip this around. All right, everybody, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And remember to go on FigBid and pick up your figs. And Harvey has a lot listed on there right now, so I would definitely suggest if you're in the market for some quality figs, get on there and take a look. And that's about it. All right. Happy summer solstice. Sorry it was a day late. And happy figs, everybody. See you around. Enjoy the summer. Bye-bye.